Data is an invaluable commodity today. In the age of digital marketing, businesses are using novel ways to draw consumers' interest. Personal data of consumers has immense value in marketing. The business identifies the right audience for the product by analysing this data. A cryptocurrency project titled Jasmy claims to bridge the gap between companies and consumers concerning the storage and use of data. So what is the Jasmy blockchain project? Jasmy claims to be an enabler. Storing users' data allows service providers to access it and pitch their services to the right audience. The project stores users' information in data lockers. Businesses may harness this data and reduce the costs involved in information security. Jasmy claims that the user will license the personal information to the platform. Jasmy Coin Crypto. Let's find out a little more about this coin. Jasmy Coin token is a native crypto of Jasmy's project. It will be used for payment purposes by service providers that wish to use the user's data for promotional purposes. The project claims that the price appreciation of Jasmy Coin will be a product of demand for the data stored in lockers. And as a mode of payment within the platform, Jasmy Coin lies at the heart of the project. Storing data in lockers and letting businesses access it sounds like a fair business model, however. And if more users flock to the platform to avail these lockers, the price of Jasmy Coin may undergo a surge. The bottom line. Like most other native tokens, Jasmy Coin has limited use as a form of payment within its network. In the medium to long term, the price would be decided by demand forces, and more the demand for Jasmy data wallet services by both users and businesses will see an increased demand for Jasmy tokens overall. This is more than likely.
Here's a little bit more in regards to Jasmy. Great tweet from Captain Jasmy. Greatly appreciates all you do for the Jasmy army, and it's in regards to what? Tax reform. So let's pull that up for a brief moment. All eyes on Japan to be Web 3.0 pioneers using blockchain technology. And if you don't think Jasmy has its part to play, then you can't have, or you didn't basically research it. Yeah, very, very true. You know, this came straight from Bitcoin Magazine 11 hours ago. So my thing is this, right? You know, some people say, I'm tired of this, Max. I don't want you to do the whole thing of speculation. You know, clickbait, stuff like that. You know, give me something more solid. You also got to understand this, right? When we connect the dots, if you will, you know, why do we mention the whole thing of the unbanning of foreign stablecoins? Because we understand that's huge for that particular country. You have wiped out in the past due to regulations and whatnot, people's access to certain cryptocurrencies, right? So, you know, having these pairings are important. At the end of the day, you do have to have pairings to pay for any of these particular ones, whether it's Jasmy/USDT, Jasmy/USDC, you get the point. Anyway, I did think it was great timing for this whole thing with Japanese tax reform because, again, you know, there's a lot of big things coming up, and especially for Jasmy going into what, June or July. All right, one more particular one. Shout out to Zippy. He's had some things going on, like medically speaking and so on. So I didn't get a chance to like retweet his particular Twitter space, but he's very, very active. He's been in this longer than I am. Look at what he says here. Hello, Jasmy family. Sorry, it's been almost a month. He's been absent. Thank you for all his DMs. I sent him a DM because I wonder what happened to him. Here's some old particular research, but I want to bring it to your attention because you know what? You may not know about some of this stuff. So it says Jasmy plans to cooperate with China. You know, we're always talking about some of these things with China, you know, like conflicts, right? Shout out to Ted of Live Capital. You know, I'm with him. I feel as though that conflicts is Chinese-matic, and we'll get more into that on another day. We might even take a more deeper dive, right? But what about this whole thing with Jasmy? So, you know, there's this particular user question, how to enjoy the benefits brought by Jasmy in China. What are the development plans for Jasmy in specifically China? Guess the answer. We take digital currency as an opportunity to add Jasmy's unique technology and make it widely known as its first step. Again, the whole key thing, guys, consistently is the steps that are involved to get us where we want to be with Jasmy. I mean, I understand a lot of people feel as though it's so speculative, but to be honest, do you honestly believe that your Jasmy wouldn't be at these distressed prices if we had all this stuff already set in stone? No, the price would probably be pretty expensive. And maybe when we be talk about Jasmy, the key thing is the research, and the key thing is also understanding distressed assets that are at rock bottom, which I still feel as though Jasmy basically is, and that risk to reward ratio going forward. Keep in mind, 95% total supply is already out there. Keep in mind, the unbanning of the stablecoin is coming in here soon for an entire nation, Japan. Keep in mind this whole thing with tax reform. Keep in mind some of the other things we mentioned, right? The whole Pokemon thing and so on. People say, well, there was no connection. For people who didn't watch that particular video, not you guys, I'm just saying off the surface, why do they do that? I'm providing research, connecting the dots. Some of it's what ifs. But the whole point is there's only a select few cryptocurrencies in Japan. Hence why Jasmy is labeled the Bitcoin of Japan. It's the first, kind of like Bitcoin was originally our first. That's the whole point. But anyway, we go further into this. It says, afterwards, we plan to cooperate with more Chinese companies that value information security. In China, we are currently planning to cooperate with Xiaomi, Huawei, UnionPay, Alibaba. No, not Alibaba, Alibaba. And Amazon. We are always looking for cooperation with them. This can further promote the use of scenarios of Jasmy Coin, create a global information security environment. Cool stuff, right? And you even have Jasmy US. Welcome him back and so on. So he's a great content creator. If you're really into Jasmy, you need to give Zippy a follow. And he does Twitter Spaces every Sunday at, I believe it is either 3 Eastern or 3:30 Eastern. They speak very well. It's him and a whole crew of other Jasmy people. They invited me on and so on. Usually around that time, I have scheduled conflicts, but I'm going to try to make it eventually in the future. But we'll go ahead and jump into a little bit more of the Jasmy news for you guys. So here you go. All right, so this comes from Hara. Obviously, he's part of the Jasmy management, right? This does definitely look like it's from Discord. So it says, okay, not in the script. First, let me give an initial report on your concerns. Good stuff. Let's jump into this. It says, we are delighted to release this statement to address your recent concerns about Jasmy on the Binance exchange. Well, I cover this as well, but I'm glad they're reiterating this. And to introduce the development plan of Jasmy Grant on Ethereum and BNB chain. Please be rest assured that Jasmy's official team is in close contact with Binance, and you can continue to trade Jasmy on the Binance exchange with confidence. Remember when we pointed out the whole thing about 500 million of the Jasmy tokens, right, sent to Binance? So I think this is, again, kind of like what we're talking about. Firstly, we like to express our heartfelt gratitude to all users who care and support Jasmy. We have noticed rumors circulating in the market recently regarding Jasmy's delisting from the Binance exchange. We hereby solemnly declare that Jasmy's official team, and it maintains a close cooperative relationship with Binance, and both parties are committed to providing a safer and more convenient trading experience for our users. Please rest assured that the trading of Jasmy on the Binance exchange will not be affected. That's good news. We will also continue to maintain close contact with our partners to contribute to the development of the Jasmy ecosystem. Secondly, we are pleased to announce that Jasmy Grant will operate jointly on Ethereum and BNB chain as well. Thank you to whoever was sharing that earlier on the live in the comments. In order to better serve our users, we will deepen our cooperation with BNB chain, enabling users to experience faster block confirmation times during the grant voting process while significantly reducing gas fees. We believe this will greatly improve the user experience of Jasmy Grant and inject new vitality into the project's long-term development. That's cool stuff because we did talk a lot about the specific grant. And why is that crucial? Well, just real quick before we get into the rest of this announcement from Hara, why that's so important and understand that is because it really is key to building up the Jasmy ecosystem. If you want to learn more about that, go to the video section of CTN. We have the whole outline for you in regards to that particular deep dive for the Jasmy grant.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you have not yet subscribed, do yourself a favor and subscribe for more information on the ISO 222 compliant tokens, and hit the notification bell to make sure that you are aware of the new videos when they come up. Max and I cover these ISOs, and we also have a live show every single night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you tune in for that. You won't want to miss it. Thanks again, and we will see you on the next video.